Hey you guys, so today I'm probably most excited to talk about this particular product only because of how excited I was to get my hands on it, first of all, and also just how gorgeous every single thing about this is. So with that said, let's just get going into what it is we're talking about, which you can probably see below, so who am I kidding? So this is going to all be about the Lime Crime Venus palette. I am wearing it on my eyes today, and after I kind of do a short review slash swatch thing on it, I will go ahead and just also put in the tutorial for this look. But here are the colors. I know it's sold out super fast on the Lime Crime website, which is definitely a bummer because this is probably the best eyeshadow palette I have ever seen. I mean, I don't have that many palettes only because I don't see a point in buying them when you run out of one of your favorite colors in it, and then it's like, okay, well, guess I gotta buy a whole new palette or else that's about it. I just took a splurge because I do really love Lime Crime's colors of all of their lip products, and I haven't tried too many of their other things. And I know that there's this little controversy thing going on with the creator of Lime Crime, so there's a lot of people that are against it. I don't know too much about the details of all that, but I do know that I really do love their products, and this is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite thing that I've found all year. Actually, I love it so much. So let me just show you why. Okay, so when I first opened it, I was so excited just that it arrived and, you know, that first opening package like Christmas morning. But I immediately, you know, swatched a couple, and barely even touching it, it is, oh my god, every single color is so creamy, and the color just immediately it's perfect. Okay, let me just show you. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4 of the top ones. There you go. So this color right here is, and ignore my nails, I'm so sorry, I've been really slacking on them, but this one is Venus, and this is Shell, and this is Aura, and this is Creation. And let me show you. And this is barely even touching it. So let me go ahead again to make it a little bit better even. So pretty. You can't even, it doesn't do it any justice in the video, but it really is all that I hoped for. So there's the top ones, and then I will do the same thing, barely touching it just to show you. Here are those bottom 4. There's those 4. And let me get them a little bit better just like I did the other ones. Oh, so that is all of them. Oh, and let me name them. So this one is Muse, Divine, Rebirth, and Icon. So pretty, and I was almost thinking that they would be maybe too bright to really wear on a day-to-day, but I've been wanting to wear it every day. And I think I've only actually done one other look than this that I did today. And I did wear it out, and I got so many compliments on how gorgeous my makeup looked, so I was really excited because I was like, it's gotta be the palette. It's the eyes, I know. I don't know what else to say. I'm still new at doing these review videos, so I'm sorry. But I guess I'll say that my favorites... Oh, and another thing that I really like about it is they're pretty much, almost all of them are matte. So all of these bottom colors are matte, except this one's kind of got a glimmer to it, or a sheen of some sort. Yeah, it's just also silky. And then up here, this is kind of a shimmer, and that's kind of a shimmer, and that's kind of a shimmer, but then this one's totally matte again. So I would say 3 out of the 8 are definitely shimmer, and then the rest are pretty much matte, or at least satin. My favorites are probably Creation, Divine, and Muse. Oops. They're so pretty. For the particular look that I did choose to use for this tutorial, I basically ended up using every single color in the palette. So I used this under the brow bone, this as my highlight in the inner corners, and then this as the darkening along with the others. And I used this as the transition base color. And then, yeah. So, if you also have this palette, I've been looking for a lot of YouTube tutorials on it just because I'm excited to see how everyone else is doing it. But I haven't seen too many, so that's why I was really excited to do this video. Oh, and if you also like hearing or seeing these review videos, please let me know. And if there's any other ones or products that you would like to see a full review, swatch, tutorial, whatever on, just let me know, because again, I'm still getting used to it. Alright, so just keep watching.
Alright, I already got my eyes primed, I'm ready to go. Let's start off with our base color. I'm using Divine, and I'm just buffing that all around the eye area basically with a large fluffy blending brush. And this is a really pretty dusty mauve, light dusty mauve type color. It's super unique. I have not seen any other colors like this, so obviously I love it. And this is going to be another one of those looks where you're doing a lot of going back and blending. Next, I'm going to take Creation, and this is a really nice rusty orange type color. Also super unique, also one of my favorites from the palette. And as you can see, it is so pigmented. I'm still surprised. Just watching this video, I'm like surprised all over again at how amazing the color payoff is for this. And so I'm kind of more so concentrating on the crease as well as the outer corners of the eye. And I'm kind of going for the grungy look since that's what this palette's supposed to be all about. So this is going to be a little extreme, so bear with me. But once it's all put together in the end, it will all make sense. And then of course going back in with that large fluffy blending brush and doing its thing. Making sure it all blends together really nice. The next color I'm going in with is Venus, and I'm going to pretty much apply this to the mid to outer area of the lid, all around there. And I'm just basically packing it on with a flat shader brush. And as you can see again, super pigmented. Even though this is one of the shimmer colors, it's so just bam. Perfect. And I would say this is kind of a nice rosy color, really. Just keep blending. Story of my life, right guys? Next, to darken it up, I'm going in with Icon. Perfect pigmentation again. And I'm just gonna darken up the crease kind of in a V form in the outer corners of the eye. And don't worry, we're gonna blend. I'm kind of loving how this particular tutorial does not stinge on how it really shows off how pigmented these colors are. Because I would be pretty bummed if it didn't show on camera, but you can obviously see that this is the best pigmentation in pretty much any eyeshadow that I have ever tried. At least up to this point in my life, which is pretty good. I mean, I don't hate it. Next, I'm going to use Shell, and I'm going to apply it in the inner to mid basically blending it into that Venus color on the mid to outer. And just kind of using a flat shader brush, packing that all up on there. And I'm actually gonna use it as my inner eye area highlight as well, since it has a really nice light shimmer to it. It's kind of a really pale coral shimmer. That's pretty much how I would describe it. And this is pretty uncommon for me to use something other than a white or a cream for my inner corners, but I just couldn't resist. I wanted to try to use all the colors, and it was gorgeous. So just to add a little more color, I'm taking Muse, and I'm just putting that mainly around the crease and gonna blend that out. And I would say that this color is a really nice wine color, maybe? And I think that really all of the colors in this palette go really well together. That's why I figured I might as well try to use them all. Next, I am going back in with Icon just to kind of redefine, because it's kind of got lost after applying all those colors. Just mainly kind of around the lining of the outer corners of the eye and blending that out again just to add a little bit more depth. You know, it's all about playing around with the colors and what you got. Any extra fallout that you have, I just like to dust it with a little bit of that setting powder that I used under my eyes. And then for the bottom, I'm basically gonna kind of go through and do the same thing we did on the top. So I'm starting with Creation, and then I'm gonna deepen it up with the same colors I used up there, which would be Muse, and I'm gonna stick to mainly the outer areas. So Creation was kind of all along the lower lash line, and this is gonna be more of the outer. And then I'm going to use Aura and basically just outline the outer lower eyebrow area of the brow bone. I'm just gonna kind of smudge that into the rest of the colors that I used. And now, although I do really like these colors without liner, I decided why not for the video. I am just gonna do a slight line with my Makeup Forever cream eyeshadow. The main focus is the colors from the shadows, so nothing too crazy here. But you can do what you want. And I'm sorry, I get a little out of frame here. My bad. I promise nothing too exciting is going on over there. Alright, so now I'm just gonna do some quick contouring with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I'm going in at the hollows of my cheeks to accentuate my cheekbones. And buffing that out a little bit so that it's not so harsh, and I'm just using a angled contour brush. And then I'm going to take that around the 3 shape around my face, so around my hairline, and then down by my ears and jawline as well. Alright, so once I get that all nicely blended in, I'm going to go in with the warmer shade, I believe Havana, from the contour kit, and kind of dust that along the top area of where I applied the previous fawn color, I believe, which is the more neutral brown. I don't really feel like using blush today, so I decided to use that for more of just kind of a bronzy look. And then I'm just doing a little bit of contouring on the nose, no big deal. Then to highlight, I'm using Soft and Gentle from MAC, oldie but a goodie. Mine obviously hit pan, it's about time for a new one. And then I am going to take NYX's Wonder Concealer Pencil and just kind of outline the lower waterline, just so that it opens up my eyes a little bit so they don't look so dark and small and kind of taken over from all those colors. And then with my L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, I'm going to apply to the lower and upper lashes. Now for the lips, I'm going to use MAC's Naked Lip Liner, I believe. And this is really just a muted out, kind of basically a really light concealer color for the lips. It is a liner, but I just figured I'd use this so that we can get the exact color, not interfering with any of my natural lip color, if that makes sense. Because I'm going in with Gerard Cosmetics Buttercup lipstick. And this is just a nice pinky nude color. I figured it'd look nice with the warm wine, coral, all that color. And here's the final look. So obviously I'm in love with this palette. I hope that if you did get your hands on it, you maybe feel the same. Let me know. And I really appreciate you guys watching my video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.